Hello, everybody. Welcome. I just keep hearing my own self is saying this, I think. It's like the world, you are a worthy opponent, right? This is for any of you who've ever been discouraged. And when you look at the world and the outside with your outside eyes, you know, these eyes. I'm holding my dog too, so I don't have hands free. And everything just looks like it's being destroyed. You know, everything you've worked really hard for and felt was your vision. Oh. Hold on, another dog's coming.
Come. Come.
We're going up a hill. We ought to name this video, We're Going Up a Hill. Sometimes in life, we're going up a hill, right? Hey. Hey. Thank you. I love you. All right. So, look, we just got to the ocean. And we'll get to all this. Look, can you see it? That's the ocean in the middle. Like, there's all these flies around me. All right, so when life feels like this, it's important to take a bigger view. Look at this expansive view. Take a bigger view. Take a step back. The lies of when we're in our physical body, right? It says that that you're not enough, and that. Let me just say what happens when you believe that, right? I've never had so many, look, you can't see them, just flies. Never had so many flies around me, and it just, you know, oh, look at the flower. Look. Right? Keep looking up, but just know that in this life, like, Christ was the most loving being, and he ended up being crucified, and even all of his own disciples, except for maybe St. John, abandoned him. It says they all left. Maybe John did it in his own way, but he was in there, and where he was being questioned and everything. But so you can be doing all of the best things and the right things, and keep not giving in to the easy thing, to the thing that's right in front of you, that's easy for you to take. And still, there can be days like this, weeks like this, whatever, when you go through, yea, though I walk through the valley. Let's find the valley right here. There's a valley down there. The valley of the shadow of death. I will fear no evil. I'll fear no evil. And there's a hawk up there flying right now. I saw him at the beginning of the trail as well. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. If you think of the Lord as my shepherd, you know, that's in the Psalms, a song. Of course, I always get messages from songs. Psalm of David, a king, you know. Christ was in the lineage of David. And he wrote this. He was prophetic, you know, he was anointed. David was, so he saw all sorts of visions. But he said, your rod and your staff, they comfort me. It's like The staff keeps you steady in life. You know, you keep going on this trail, keep walking, keep heading up the road, keep on trucking. And the staff, it steadies you in life, you know. And the rod beats off the wild animals. I'm like, beat them off already. So for you too, I wish this for you, you know, that all the people outside that say you can't, and all the people that reject you and don't understand you and don't encourage you and don't lift you up, but they just gossip and tear you down and reject you and reject you and reject you and reject you. Don't worry about them. I love how Latoya Okiyoshi says, forget them, folks. Just forget them. Forget them. It's not worth spending your energy. Like, that's what I was going to say. When you believe this lie, right, that we're programmed with in this world, because the world runs on egotism. I was writing someone was asking me about one of my videos today. What is this one about? Just give me it in a nutshell. I'm like, just go watch it if you want to watch it. I don't know. Like, and I told her, though, I gave her what it was, but I was saying, here's what it is, you know, here's what all my videos are about, is I hear from the mystics and I see this and I see it in my own life, that 95% of our actions are subconscious. And so most people are walking around in sleep. They're not thinking about what they're doing. They're just doing the same old habits, the same old reactions, the same TV shows for the same responses, the same social media, getting high from your social media posts or whatever, you know, going to work, working, 14 hours a day working to try to get our worth, to try to get our money, to make it, you know. And people are just thinking about survival and thinking about themselves. And not everybody, but this is what the mystics say, and you know, Freud would say, but you know, I believe that we can wake up. That's my vision. That's the vision given to me. And so that's what I'm here to do. And if you're here watching this, then you're here to do this on some level as well. It doesn't have to be through videos and stuff. But you have a feeling, you know, when Jesus said, let the dead bury the dead. This is the quote I gave her. But you come and follow me. Like, that means if they're alive enough to bury other people, then they're alive. They're walking dead. What does it mean? Let the dead bury their dead. That means a lot of people think they're alive, but they're dead. Go let them bury each other. Forget them, folks. Move on. Move on. Step up. Hi. It's so nice to see other people in their passion. I was just like, so what? Who cares how many videos I've made and how like little, oh, look at the hawk again. It's flying. Like what it's doing. That's not my business what it's doing. It's my business to follow. One second. To follow what I understand is the will of God. To understand love is love. God is love. Divine love is love. So follow that. Learn what it means to follow that in the truest way, in the highest way. Not in a way, oh, let me give you some of the surroundings, because I'm sitting here enjoying them and then I'm just talking to you guys. Anyway, look at this. Here, I'll just show you the path for a little. So if God is love, look at the dog. What? Is there another dog coming? Oh, another person. That's why I'm like, then you get the opportunity to walk in accordance with love or not be in disharmony with love. But all right, so going back to I'm not enough, because I was crying all day today. I just got my makeup on and it's almost sunset, right? Because I was just like, I'm just gonna cry it off anyway. So this is me after crying all day, you know? And I don't believe I'm a victim. I just was like looking at it like, what's the good lesson from this? What am meant to learn, and I may not see it. Sometimes, a mentor of mine says, just wait 5 years or 10 years and you'll see what this is teaching you. I'm like, oh my gosh, I've learned so much about patience. When you're on the spiritual path, here, I'll show you the path again. Learn to love patience, learn to love silence, learn to love when things don't make sense, when you feel like kicked down again by life, just don't take it personally. It's not personal. It doesn't have anything to do with my worth or your worth, right? Look at this hill up here. Look, I can't wait. Look at it like this, right? See all those giant hills? Let's see if you see them. Hold on. When it's backwards. Oh, hold on. Let's get around this corner. It's so awesome. Like, if I don't have an app right now where I can flip this around, that's why sometimes I go live, so I can flip my camera. There's hills way up there. Anyway, maybe we'll walk them together today. That's so funny. I was like, I'd really like to go on a hike with someone today. And I wasn't planning on making a video at all. But anyway, so when you believe you're not enough, right? When you hear that, right, that is a lie. It's a lie, right? Of course, there's some theology with, we're souls here and we have access to the Holy Spirit and we're redeemed and Christ came to restore whatever was in us that was in enmity with God and as an enemy, as turned away. It's just like this. And so I don't want to take away any of that, but I'm not here for theological debates, but I studied lots and lots and lots of theology in school, practically have my master's, one class away from a master's in it. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I feel like you've got to know the stuff in your being. You've got to practice it to know it. Like, lots of people can quote scriptures and stuff like that. They don't know about it at all in their lives. So let's just go back to this idea that you're not enough, right? When you believe that, that's what the egotism, if you're a soul, let's say you are a soul in a physical body, you're in this body, right? And the hawk's coming down. Oh, that probably means there's a snake or a rabbit or something. Let's see. Look, he's right here. It's a he. It's right by the path. My dog is little. Don't tell her. Oh, the sun. When you believe you're not enough, right? Because the egotism is always in lack and always saying you have to do more, be more, have more, pretend more, believe in this false idea of yourself. Puff it up, girl. Puff it up, guy. Like, we have to be winning. And you're meant to, like, excel in life and be the best and be amazing. Like, why not? But not get your worth from it, not be attached to the outcome, right? If today was saying anything to me, right? It's the saddest stuff. You don't understand, like, how deeply sad some of the stuff was that I was looking at and dealing with. It's not superficial. It's really deep. Come, let's look at this. Look, this view. Look, there's the ocean. There's a valley, right? We're on the mountain. There's a valley. It's just part of the dualistic nature of the life we're living in. So, when you have really deep, important things in life, and it feels like someone keeps sucker punching you over and over, and it's so strange because in the past, so much of that was because I was truly going on a path that was, trying to find God and spirituality in my own ways. And it's like I was bringing on the punches. And so that's why it's so confusing sometimes, because it can feel like it's the same thing, but it's not the same thing. Because I know everything has been stripped away out of my life. Everything you could possibly imagine, Like I got in that car accident a few weeks ago where I thought I was going to die. It just felt like it in the rain, pouring rain. Bad conditions on the road. Now they have since put a sign on the road. And so it's like that and so many other things, right? When you feel like this, I want to make this for you. It's just not about me. When you feel like this, hold on, there's a person on their phone. One sec. I'll show you the video. I feel like I'm at a concert. Yeah, raising up my arm. Okay. So when you feel like that, when you have these deep things in your life, the lie will say you're not enough. It will say, look at all these outcomes that you had a vision of, that God gave you a vision of. He gave you a vision in your heart. He, she, God is higher than both gender. God gave you a vision in your own heart, right? And just because nothing outside looks like it in the moment, like, don't be discouraged. Just keep on keeping on, And what I was going to say, hold on. What I was going to say, I don't know if you want to see behind or in front, is that when you believe the lie, so let's follow that, right, for a second, because I saw it in a vision today. It's just, a vision's like a flash of insight that you get. I mean, it can come in all sorts of different forms. This was a flash of insight where I was like, whoa, when I believed before that I wasn't enough, right? Then what you do is you just keep running after, trying all sorts of stupid things to try to prove that you are enough. You try to, if you're a guy, like be all macho and date the hottest girls and, ignore the intelligent, beautiful souls that are also beautiful. You just try to make a lot of money so that you think those hot girls will like you or something. I don't know. But I'm just thinking, for me, it's like, or you as a woman, let's see, you try to say, I can make it on my own, and you try to solve all your problems yourself, and you look for, all sorts of sometimes you'll go drinking. People will go to addictions or drinking or watching TV or just bad-mouthing people with their friends, whatever people go to that, or just even isolating. I know when I was a mom to young kids, you just feel so alone, They didn't have iPhones back then, a long time ago. And you just, you're lucky if you get 2 sentences in with another adult in the day. And you just feel like you're surrounded by diapers and taking them to the park in exhaustion, I doubt if you're watching this video, if you're in that stage, maybe. But all I'm saying is, look what happens when you believe that lie, when you believe you're not enough and that you have to measure your worthiness based on external, you know? The hard things that I'm having to face, and I'm sharing this for you, that you will have to face and go through, are because of patterns that you followed before, you know? When you believe you're not enough. Hi. I'm walking on a weekday. Like during the weekday, these are all the locals. During the weekends, no one says hi because they're all strangers, you know, coming from out of town. When you believe you're not enough, you will go and try to please people. And you lose yourself when you're pleasing people. And you resent yourself and you resent other people. And you cause them to resent you because you're not just backing up. Back it up. Let them carry their own load, dude. Like, they gotta learn. They have to learn. How are they ever gonna learn? You might feel like you're really important in the moment for carrying someone else's load. It's not yours to carry. It's not yours to carry. I'm like, let them pay for it. Let them get their own strong legs, you know, and strong arms. It's like, if you're always carrying them on your back, you're not fulfilling your purpose and vision in this world. God gave everybody, divine love gave everybody a loving vision and purpose for being here. And when you're locked in I'm not enough, which leads to I try to please everybody, which leads to wasting your life, which leads to a lot of misery and pain, then you lose your focus, you lose your vision. You miss your goal. You miss your goal. You miss why you're here. You don't even see it. Your life is way too busy and filled up. So you're not a victim of any of this. I'm not a victim of it. I know I'm not. And I know you're not. It's just, when this happens, it temporarily looks like this. It looks like it. Look again. Look again. Look at how you've been a pleaser. Secretly. Look at how you've just been trying to manipulate circumstances so that you can try to get people to like you because you don't believe that you're worth loving just as you are. You are. You're worth loving. You wouldn't, God don't make no junk. And that's an old saying, but Elliot has it in a line. He's like, but it's plain to see he still made me. That's his line, right? His lyric. Yeah, God made you. And it's not junk. You're not junk. You're not made by accident. None of us are. So who cares what it looks like in the moment? You know, be present. All I could do was keep being extremely present with the painful circumstances that were coming up. It's like if someone dies, you know, you can't run away from that reality. It is what it is. And the more you're present with it, the more you just let the grief flow through you, you know? And then the good memories come, and then the difficult ones do, and then whatever else comes, it comes through you. Just let it. Allow. I had to keep telling myself that today. Allow. Just be present and allow. Doesn't mean you like what's happening. Hi. It just means it is happening. It is happening. So be courageous. Have courage. Face it, right? Face it. Come on, girl. Come on. All right, someone's catching up to me. I don't know what to do about it. Maybe I'll run up the hill. Look at this hill we have in front of us. All right. Oh, I wish you guys were here with me, because it would be a total training moment. Let's run up the hill. There's a person behind me. You're gonna hear me breathing heavy, yeah? But it's the hardest hill here on this trail. All right, come on, Leah. Okay. I think I can still talk. There's the ocean. Just allow. Oh, I was telling these people the other day, I was like, it's the same path, just has a slight incline, a very high incline. But just stop telling yourself the story. It's just a path. It's a path. Oh my God. Come on. As soon as she sees a bird, she starts running. I got a smile. Yes or no? My calves are burning. You can't see it. It's because she was not dragging, in reality. She kept pulling back. Like I did. Hi, girl. I was running these all the time before, but after the accident, I had to take a break because my brain was all shook up. I'm all shook up. Let's look at the view. It's the ocean again. Those were the bikers. You didn't see them because I didn't start this at the beginning. They were the bikers at the beginning of the trail. Oh God, guy's still catching. Maybe he ran up too. Can't believe that. I never see someone like that. Maybe we inspired him. All right, so I just believe that my videos happen as they're meant to happen. So if you're meant to run up a hill, then it's exactly what you needed, to see someone else pouring their heart out to run up a hill after a real crap day, if you want to define it by the world standards, you know. That's what I was saying at the beginning of this, though. I kept hearing, worthy opponent, you're a worthy opponent. You got me out of my comfort zone. You got me out of my old way of pleasing. I saw the stuff that was happening was repercussions of choices and patterns I've been following. You are not your patterns. The more you know yourself, this is why I teach in all my videos, the more you know yourself, and I'll wrap this up, as a soul, the more you can observe all these patterns and know, wait, I'm not these patterns. I'm not a people pleaser. That's my personality. That's the personality that I've been identified with and living within. It's not you. It's not who you are. It's who you've been hooked in, like I do hooked in. I put my finger in my mouth like a hug. It's who you've been hooked in to believing you are. Got it? Cute dog. See the back of the dog. All right, so it's who you've been hooked in to believe you are. That's not you. It's not you. The more you know yourself as this person that just keeps getting up and getting up and getting up and not identifying with the haters. Don't spend your time on any haters ever. Like, you're so much, it feels so good to know the truth that you were never worth rejecting. They truly couldn't see your value because you weren't seeing your value. You can't see your value when you insist on being a people pleaser. You make yourself a doormat. And then how much worth does a doormat have? Not much. It's just to wipe your feet on, but that's not you. That's the only problem, is you believed that was you. It never was you. It was never me. So there's so much freedom when you stop choosing to be a people pleaser. There's so much life. And Christ said, I came to give you life, an abundant life. All right? Choose life. Choose life. Don't let death have victory. Christ already had victory over that. If you don't understand what that is, don't worry. It's a mystery. Choose life. Choose it. Death is easy. Pleasing's easy. I love you.